So we listen to a lot of Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
But you find yourself getting into such a routine with them that helps them cope through a day.
Yeah. Let's talk about your strength to write while reflecting on some of these instances. The process of the book. Did you try to say, look, I'm gonna carve out time in the day to make this happen, rain or shine? Did you kind of wait till the inspiration strike? How did you press on line by line, paragraph by paragraph, chapter by chapter?
Every night when I'd come home. And then I would also fall back on how we met, what his life was like. Joe lost his mother at 18 to cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and just things that happened within our life growing up and stuff like that. And it just, I don't know how the book just seemed to start to roll through me of happy times to how it started and how it progressed to how it got so bad to what had happened.
Yeah. And for those of you listening to this show or who are watching, there isn't just sadness there. I mean, there are passages where you're angry, you were full
Oh,
of rage, and I want
oh,
to talk to more about that. Like, did it come in waves? Was it an everlasting, ever burning thing?
it came in waves because when he was quiet or just subdued, I could sit there and love him and hold his hand and everything. But then all of a sudden, I'd say, "Do you want some tea or something?" And he could get up and throw me against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. Or if we're out in public, we were at Fred Meyer's and we were walking back and forth. I was trying to find something. And I told him, just stand right here. I'm not leaving you. Just stand right here. Some man walked up to me and goes, "I see you have him whipped."
Oh,
If he would have been any closer, I would have hit him so fast.
yeah,
I mean, it's just, you grip yourself like, do not get near me type of a thing. And I had a doctor up at OHSU that got mad because Joe went in for a colonoscopy. And I went in with him to the surgical room because they told me he's going to have to sign something. Joe couldn't sign.
mm-hmm.
So I was there to advocate for him. This doctor comes in and yells at me and drops the laptop in his lap and says, "Sign it." And Joe's looking at me. And I said, just scribble your name. And he's like, and I took it and I jammed it into the doctor's stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Are you through?" And then his bedside manners kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Could you please sign it?" And I did. And then I left. But I mean, that's the thing that's hard because you're trying so hard to work and be there for your spouse or your loved one. And then to have other people make a comment about it. And some of them were really good because Joe was at the store with my daughter and he went up to somebody, and Joe was so outgoing anyway. He went up and grabbed the lady's hand and said, "How are you? What have you been up to?" Like he's old friends. And she rolled right with the punches.
Mm-hmm.
And Courtney apologized and she said, "No problem. No problem." I mean, that's the thing you have to look at and just take for granted, but what's going to happen.
And those moments where you are coming across, let's be real. Can we call them jerks? What I mean, what keeps you from not lashing out? What keeps you from not flipping a table? How do you make sure that when you go home and then put your head down for the day that you're not internalizing that anger all the time?
Well, you could have a drink, but sometimes you internalize it. I mean, there's times when I didn't sleep at all. There's times when, yeah,
Yeah.
If I could have hit somebody, I would have, but it wouldn't have done me any good. It wouldn't have done Joe any good. You know, it, you just have to learn to internalize it because you're there for them and you're responsible for them.
Yeah. And how are you today from a mental standpoint? Human to human. How are you feeling?
Human, I'm good.
Yeah.
There are times when I still ache for my husband. I'm envious of seeing couples in my age group still together, holding hands, going places. I have a group of friends that are, they go cruising or camping, and I don't go anymore because I don't have a spouse or someone in my life at this moment. So that hurts. But I am in a good life. I'm in a good state. My health is great. Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to think of that, of who you are and what you've done in your life, and your kids and grandkids are all good and happy and moving on. I mean, I don't hold grudges, and I'm not a dweller. I
Mm.
mean, there is times when I would wish a lot of things, but God will give me what I can take and what I can't take.
That's good to hear because I do hold grudges and I am a dweller, but that's a bit of a
I'm
contrast.
a wisher. I wish for a lot of things.
If someone's hearing the story for the first time and they want to be able to help contribute maybe to the research of Alzheimer's or for awareness, like what can they do? It just feels like it's a such a big mountain to climb.
There are so many. Contact the Alzheimer's Association. Contact your doctor and find out if they know of an Alzheimer's group that they can go to. Even be a caregiver if you can. If you have a friend that needs help, for you to go in and sit with someone, or, you know, help them get groceries, but do something because they don't want to leave their spouse or loved one.
Yeah.
It's so out there for everything for you. I mean, there's the Alzheimer's walk, that you donate to them and you walk around. Well, we walked around the, what do you call it? The racetrack for the cars and everything. And it's just, it's out there. And
Yeah.
get a lot of books on it. I mean, Joe's doctor, Dr. Quinn, up at the OHSU, we ran into him coming home one day from back east. And I walked right up to him and I said, "He is now your problem." And I left just to walk down the airport and just to get away, because he knew I'd had a rough day and I was with Joe all day, So, yeah. And then Dr. Quinn was on TV and he was talking about wine. Joe loved Merlot. And I had to tell Dr. Quinn, you need to say one glass, just one small glass of wine. Because Joe got it in his head that he could drink an 8-ounce glass of wine as much as he wants.
Yeah.
And that was tough, getting him to say, no, 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 you can't drink all that, But
Yeah.
just trying to get him to do things.
Yeah. Research, learn, become a beacon of familiarity. That's
Mm-hmm.
something we could all start today.
And there are a lot of books of, like, 24/7 Alzheimer's, for everybody and all different. I have got every book, and it'll tell you what to look for and how to get your life in order, because Joe was 1 month from dying that we were going to have to go on the Medicaid,
Hmm.
because we wiped out our 401k and his MetLife and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that feeling of just seeing the water rise to the top,
Mm-hmm,
where that be.
mm-hmm.
But it seems to be an all too common thing in the United States. But the book, "The Love of My Life: A Family True Story of a Father and Husband's Battle with Alzheimer's," is available now. Patricia, thank you so much for your time. But here's the fun part. I think if someone wants to know more about you or learn about your book and what are you working on, how they go about doing that.
Honestly, Ray says I have an app or a broadcast, but I don't know how to get into it. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, for sure. I will say then, if you're interested in learning more about the book, check it out on Amazon or wherever fine books are sold. Again, that's The Love of My Life, a family's true story of a father and husband's battle with Alzheimer's. Patricia, thank you so much for being on the show today. New Amsterdam Radio, the Positive Courage.
Thank you for having me. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.